Hey, what's up guys? It's NashCrafter and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be starting a brand new series that I'm so excited for. This is a 1.10.2 Skyblock mod pack. So this is called Sky Factory 3, as you guys can see on the screen, and this was a mod pack made by Bacon Donut. I also got this off the Curse launcher, so if you guys are interested, I'll leave a link down in my description below to where you can find Curse. But before we get started, I just wanted to mention thank you guys so much. You guys have been so awesome lately with the support. It's been out of this world. We almost hit 1,000 subscribers, which is just, like, to me, that's so insane, and I just wanted to thank you guys so much. But yeah, I've been playing this pack the last couple of days. I got super hooked on it. I think it's really fun. A lot of the mods are really cool. So without further ado, let's just hop right in. Alright guys, so we're going to start a new world here, and I'm just going to call it Let's Play. Now we could go over to more world options, and if we go over to world type, we can shuffle over until we get Garden of Glass. But I think what we want to do is just go straight up Void World. So we'll just hit create new world here. Alright guys, so here we are, we're on top of our little Void World platform. We've got one single tree under us, so we gotta make this last. But I do want to take a look at our hotbar really quick and see what we get. So we've got the Open Computers Manual, the Digital Guide, a Materials and U-Book, Bacon, a Torch, our Achievement Book, which we want to hang on to, a Builder's Wand, which I'm pretty sure that's just a troll. I don't think it's actually a Builder's Wand. And then there's also a donut. So we do get a bacon and a donut, which is super awesome because it did make this pack, which is cool. So let's see. Okay, first thing we need to do is get ourselves a sapling. So we just want to punch this tree down. Oh, whoa. Okay, we just got one right off the bat. Okay, lucky us. All right, so I think what we want to do is punch our way down. And we'll just get started here. Pretty easy, so I'll just get rid of a couple, and then we should probably make a crafting station right off the bat. So just like this, we'll get ourselves a crafting station. Put those down there as well, and then we'll keep going here. And I have been playing this the last couple of days, and it has been so much fun. Like, there are so many cool mods in this pack that I'm super excited to get into. One thing I'm going to do is put a log up there, so that these leaves won't despawn. As long as they're touching a log, I don't think they should despawn. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I guess we'll see. Alright, so I've got myself some slabs, and the next thing we should do is build our platform out so that we can catch any extra saplings that we get. Now, we already have the one to start us out, which is super good, but we definitely want to catch more if we can. So let's see, we'll just do some of this. And I'm going to put them on the top half of the block as just a personal preference type thing. If I did put them on the bottom half of the block, mobs wouldn't be able to spawn, but I'm honestly not too worried about it. I think it'll be okay. Let's do some of this, some of this. Yeah, we'll just keep our platform really well lit and we should be fine. So grabbing that last log, if we put it in our crafting station just like this, we can get ourselves some sticks. And then go like this, and we got ourselves a crook. So this is the wooden crook. I guess we'll make two. Can't hurt to make two. So we'll do some of this, and we got ourselves our first silkworm, which is awesome. That'll really come in handy once we're getting started here. There is a couple mods that I'm super excited to get into. Like, there's one called Chickens. It's like a chickens mod, and it's like super OP. Like, you can breed all these chickens together, and you just get a bunch of resources. It's really cool. There's also mystical agriculture. It's really hard to say. And mystical agriculture is like kind of like magical crops. I think it is magical crops. So it's like you can pretty much grow a bunch of things like out of crops. We also do have tree growing simulator. So if we hold shift, we can twerk ourselves up a tree, and it kind of looks like we're dancing. It's a really funny like looking thing, but it's kind of cool. It makes the grind just a little bit less than it normally would be. And we do also have a vein miner like mod in this. So if we go into our options and then go to controls, you can scroll all the way down just to show you guys where it is. This is called ore excavation. Now mine's set to the tab key. You can set this to whatever you would like, but basically it works the same as vein miner. So if I hit all of these leaves, it will get rid of all of the leaves, which is super nice. So holding tab and boom. see, let's twerk up a few more trees. I think what I'm going to do is twerk up some trees, get some wood, expand the platform, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so I am back, and it's just starting to become nighttime, so I do need to put my torch down here. I don't think anything should spawn. I think we're okay. Nothing should spawn within this range of us, so I think we'll be okay. We'll be good. But I pretty much used up almost all of the logs that I had to expand the platform out. So I do want to convert those slabs into planks, and then the next thing I want to do is make some shears. So if we go like this, we want some sticks. And there's tons of different shears that are put into this mod pack. So if we take a look here, we've got the regular Minecraft shears, we've got golden, we've got diamond, wooden, stone. So all these are going to be super helpful when we want to move on to the next few steps of the game. So we've got our saplings here, and then we've got a couple logs here. So we've got our first pair of wooden shears. Now let's plant a sapling down, twerk that guy up, and then we can use those shears to get ourselves a bunch of leaves, which will be really, really good for, like I said, our next step. So we'll just vein or excavate that, or excavate, vein mine, all the above, and then we'll get these logs down because I'm really, really running low on our wood here. So the next step we want to do is make a barrel, a wooden barrel. So if we go like this, we'll get ourselves some more slabs, and then if we surround those slabs, we can get ourselves a wooden barrel. And we'll just make 2 of those right off the bat just to get us started. Let's just do over here. Well, let's do over here. I'm very indecisive as of right now. Plant that guy down, and then what we can do is take our oak leaves, and then we can fill up our barrels, and this will get us compost, which will turn into dirt, which is really, really good, so we can expand our tree farm just a little bit. And then we'll keep twerking up trees and keep making some compost. I do need to make more wooden shears. They don't seem to last very long. And then we'll get ourselves a bunch of dirt going, which will be really good. Yeah, they didn't even take out like half the leaves of the tree. A little bit more maybe, but they don't last very long. So as soon as we can get ourselves into stone shears, I think that'll be really good. I have noticed that the vein miner does, or the ore excavation does bring down our hunger quite a bit, so we do need a better food source here eventually. I think what I want to do really quick though is expand our tree farm, and I'm going to start it out here and just put a couple pieces of dirt down. I think in the end I'll put 5, so it'll be a row of 5 here, and I think that should be good. That'll get us enough wood, and then we can just twerk all of these at once, which will be really, really nice. So let's grab this, and then we'll just do some of this. I think we could even move this guy over if we're skilled enough. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. And then we can get 3 trees growing all at once, which will be really, really nice. And then this is kind of my middle block, so this is the one that I'm going off of to be the middle. So I think what I'm going to do, just so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me grind too much, I'm just going to keep filling up these composting barrels, and then once I'm done with that, I'll be right back with you guys, because my goal for this episode is to get ourselves a cobblestone generator in the first episode. So I'm going to have to do a lot of work to do that, and I don't want you guys to have to sit through all of it, but I'll be back with you guys very, very soon. Alright guys, so I am back, and I wanted to show you a couple things that I've been doing. So as you guys can see down here in my hotbar, I have 29 pieces of dirt. Like I said, I've just been grinding a lot of the leaves, putting them into our composting barrels over here, and just collecting the dirt right out just like this, and it's been going pretty well. I've been using a lot of wooden shears though. We've been going through them like a lot, but I do have a little station set up here that has it pre-made, so I can just grab one out whenever I need it, which is really cool because it kind of shows the design on top, which I think is awesome. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I expanded our barrels out just a tiny bit, and then our tree farm is now 5 wide, which is really, really nice, really helpful, and I've been getting a lot of trees from it. So let's grab this last one, and then we can shear this. And then I wanted to take a look at our achievement book because we haven't done that yet. So I think that's going to be pretty important. I do want to follow the book quite a bit. I think it'll really help us out, especially getting started here. It'll be really, really nice. So it says, "Welcome to Sky Factory 3, a mod pack by Bacon Donut." Now, I've already read through this, but if you guys would like to, feel free to pause the video and read through it here. But I'm just going to keep going. So it says, "A note about the biomes," and then we have, it just gives you a description, and then we've got the credits, so Bacon Donuts information's here, and then the challenges. So this is where it starts. We're going to be starting in the Wood Age, and it says use a crook on leaves to get saplings in a silkworm. We can check that off. Twerk a sapling into a tree. Got that done. Make dirt by composting saplings or leaves in an oak barrel. Got that one. And then infest leaves with a silkworm, and then use a crook on infested leaves to get string. So that's our next one that we want to do, is we want to put our silkworms in our tree here. So let's twerk this up. Oh my god, we got a huge one. That's actually good. That's really good. And we have 21 silkworms, so that's really good. We're off to a pretty good start, I think. Feeling good about this. Feeling really good about this series. I hope you guys are enjoying this video, and I hope you enjoy this series, because I know it's going to be one of my favorites, one that I really, really like to do, so hope you guys feel the same way. But here we go. So as you guys can see, it's starting to infest super quickly. I think I did play Sky Factory 2.5, and it seemed a lot slower. I don't know if they changed that, but yeah, it seems to be going pretty quick. So the next thing we want to do is make ourselves a compressed crook. So we need 4 sets of sticks, and just like this, we'll get ourselves some crooks. And then if we put the crooks in the pattern of a crook, if that makes sense, just like this, we'll get ourselves a compressed crook. And then you can also get yourself a bone crook, which is just made of bones. And then there is the regular crook. So taking a look back in our achievement book, we can check off a couple of these things. Ooh, we can't check off that one yet. I thought we could. We got to crook it first. And then craft a sieve, and a string mesh. So once this is infested, I'll come back with you guys, and we'll make ourselves the sieve and the string mesh. Alright guys, so our tree is finally done, and we can crook this guy and get tons of string from it. So let's see. Boom, oh my god, that's crazy. It looked like a confetti party of string. It took a lot of our hunger, but that's okay. We'll take a look here in just a second after I'm done eating how much we actually got from that. Look how many stacks we got. That is epic. That's so awesome. We'll be able to make meshes for days, basically. So I do want to get the rest of that down. I don't necessarily need it, so if it flies off the edge, you know, I'm cool with that. There we go. I think we got every piece. We want to make sure we get every piece, because if we leave one piece up here, any tree that we grow, it will infest, and we don't want that, because as you guys know, we have tons of string right now. It's ridiculous. So I'm just checking, making sure we've got all of them. And then we'll just ore excavate. I keep calling it vein miner. I'm so used to vein miner. But we'll just ore excavate that, and then put some more trees down for us. And everything's looking really good. We got tons of wood, tons of string. So the next thing we need to do is make the mesh and make the sieve. There's also one other thing I wanted to make while we're at it. First thing we should make is a wooden crucible. If we get ourselves some slabs, we can surround that with the regular logs, the oak crucible, which is really, really handy if you want to get water. So what we can do is just put these down just like this, and then we do need some leaves. So we can shear another tree here really quick. And then we'll take some shears just like that, boom, and then get ourselves some leaves. And what we can do is fill these up. And as you guys can see, it says solid volume turning into fluid volume. So this will make us water, which is really awesome, so we can get an infinite water source. And then the other 2 things I wanted to make were the meshes and the sieves. So we want to make 3 of these sieves. So, if we do this, this should be the recipe. So yeah, this will get us the sieve. And we'll get 3 of those, and then we can take our string and make the meshes for it. Now this changed a little bit from Sky Factory 2.5, and what I like to do is put them in the ground. And it might seem kind of weird, like you might think things will fall into the void, but as long as you're standing over it, nothing falls into the void. So we can do some of this. And it's kind of trippy. Looks like we're going to fall, but we're not. We're good. And then we can put our meshes in just like this. So the way these work, these sieves are really cool because they'll all work together as one. So if we take our dirt, we can sieve 3 at a time. You can also do this up to a 5x5. So I'm only doing 3 right now, and it works fine. But for this series, I think 3 will work good for us. So we got ourselves quite a few stone pebbles here, which is really good. And what we can do with this is make ourselves a furnace. Ooh, take that string out. And then we'll get ourselves our first furnace. And then we can just line this up right over here. And then I will want to make more of these sieves, because if we take a look at the recipe, actually for the meshes, it shows we have like the heavy oak sieve, which will really come in handy later on. We could sieve through compressed things, which is really nice. And then here we have all the different meshes. So there's a flint stiffened mesh, there's an iron stiffened mesh, and then there's a diamond stiffened mesh. And all of these basically give you different things. So this is dust with a diamond, and then this is dust with a iron. So it gives you tons of different things. So you kind of do need each mesh. So I think the next thing we should do is make ourselves a chest, because my inventory is super full. And I'm going to make 4 chests right off the bat. So if we take our oak logs and put them in the chest pattern, it'll make us 4. Put them up here like this. And let's see. Let's use the bottom one for like all of our random stuff. And then we can use our top one for like, you know, plants and seeds and things like that. On your scroll wheel, if you click down on your scroll wheel, it will organize your inventory for you. So it'll kind of shaping things up, which is really nice. Next thing I do want to do is I was making some charcoal here. Now we can split these into mini charcoal, and it's going to be a better fuel source for us. So we'll just put those in just like that. And then I do want to make myself a juicer, because these apples aren't giving us as much food as we need. We need a lot of food to start us out. They're getting us by, but not too good. So I do want to make myself a juicer. But I think what I want to do is, the next thing on our list here is we need to make a crucible, a regular crucible, so that we can get lava going. And I do need to check off a few of these. We can do that one, we can do that one, we can do that one, got that one. So the next one is craft a hammer and turn cobble into gravel, gravel into sand, and sand into dust. So this is how we're going to get all of our ores, which is really nice. So we'll get iron and copper and things like that. And then we want to sift through that. That's how we get it. Yeah, so craft and cook a crucible. That's going to be our next step. So I'm going to do a bunch of grinding, get us ready for that, and then we'll make ourselves a crucible. So I'll be back, guys. Alright, so really quick, I wanted to show you guys this and how to make a juicer. So if we do this, it'll make us a stone pressure plate, and then we put that on bottom and then one piece of stone on top, and this will make ourselves that juicer that we were talking about. And so we can just take our apples, put them right next to it, and it'll make apple juice, which is a way better food source than regular apples. It gives you a lot more saturation, which is really nice. So I'm just going to stick my juicer down here, hang on to it for a little bit, and then I was going to make some stone shears as well, because they do last just a little bit longer than the wooden shears, and I think they get you more leaves too, which is nice. I think the wooden gets you a half stack, and I think the stone gets you a stack. I know, that was a really short break. I didn't get anything done. I literally just smelted up that stone. But after this, I just want to show you guys these stone shears, because they're really awesome. Come on, crook. Come on, twerk. Not crook, twerk. And I'll show you guys. Boom. Yeah, so it gets you a stack in 2, which is really nice. And the other one I think only got us 32 or something. Around 32. So I'm just going to compost all of these leaves, and like I said, I'll be back here in just a few seconds for you guys, but I'll have a bunch done, so I'll be back. So I've got quite a bit of cobblestone here on me, and the next thing I wanted to do was make a hammer. So if we take 2 sticks just like this, and then our wood planks just like that, we'll make ourselves a wooden hammer. And what we can use this for is to get that gravel, that sand, and that dust that we needed in order to get our ores going. So I'm just going to break all of this down, and we're going to go straight for dust. We need quite a bit of bone meal to make ourselves the crucible that we need. So if we do this, we can get some gravel, and then we'll just lay our gravel down. Get us some sand, and then we can get ourselves some dust after this. We're starting to move along quite a bit, and I'm feeling really good. Like I said, feeling good about this series, feeling good about everything. Now this guy is going to break, so I do need to make another one. Boom. There we go. So we've got our dust, and the next thing we want to do is just sift through this and hope that we can get ourselves enough bone meal to make that crucible. So let's see here. I think we only need 7 pieces. So let's see. Let's take this and move this down here so I know when to stop. 3. Okay, we're doing good. 4. I don't think we're gonna, oh, 6. Ah, one more. Oh, one more. Oh, dang it. Are you kidding me? Okay, so I need to do a little bit more grinding. That's fine. We were so close. So close. So if I sift through some of this dirt, get ourselves some more stone, we'll do the same process over again. And this is where it gets kind of grindy, I feel, is when you need to get the ores going, and when you need to, you know, get a bunch of dirt so you can get all the pebbles and things like that. But let's see here. All right. And then we can combine these to make the durability just a little bit stronger. So I think what I might do is use our water over there to make some clay. So we'll use the sand, and then we'll turn that into dust, and then what we'll do is get ourselves a couple pieces of clay, and then run this over and hope we get that last piece of bone meal. Come on. Come on, please. Yes, there we go. Awesome. So then what we can do is break down our clay, and we should have enough to make the crucible. So if we put in our clay next to our bone meal, we'll get porcelain clay, and we need 7 pieces of this. And then what we can do is put this in just like that, and we get an unfired crucible. So we do want to fire this guy, and then I need to make another chest. All right, and then we'll put this guy down like right there. That'll work. And I want to put all of our ore pieces in here just so I don't get them confused, because I don't know, maybe they kind of look like seeds. Maybe, sort of, maybe not really, kind of, maybe. And this is kind of the process I've been doing, just going through things like this, and it seems to be working pretty good. So yeah, but we do have some iron. We do need to make ourselves a bucket, so we'll make ourselves that iron piece. We need 3 of them. We only have 1, which is fine. But if we take this iron ore chunk and we put it in our furnace just like this, it'll make us an ingot. And then I guess what I should do is just grind a little bit more, because I do need a little bit more cobblestone. This is going to be a little bit of a progress update episode, like, you know, where I kind of come and go, but I want you guys to see what I'm doing but not have to like sit through every little piece of it. So I will be back. I'm just going to get a little bit more work done, and then we'll finish out this episode. Alright, so I know I said I was just going to come back and finish out this episode, but there is something I wanted to show you guys that's pretty cool. So if we take our hammer and we have all of this wood here, if we come over and we kind of pound that down with our hammer, we'll get these things here called wood chippings, which are super handy if you don't want to use leaves. These are great for composting. So what we can do is take our dirt out and fill up our barrels with the wood chippings. And they're also used to make other things. I think you can make sponge with them, which is pretty cool. But they're a pretty good resource for compost. So yeah, we'll fill these barrels up, and then I'll just keep going. Like I said earlier, I am going to get some things done really quick, and then we'll finish out the episode. I just wanted to show you guys that because I thought it was pretty cool. Alright guys, so I am back. I've gotten a lot of stuff done. It's actually been about 10 minutes for me that I've just been grinding and getting through our gravel, sand, and dust, and just sieving it and everything for everything that we need to get done. So I do need to actually leave 6 of these out, and I'll show you guys why I need to do that here in just a second. But I do need to pound this down, but we will need a bucket in order to get our cobblestone generator going. So here we go. I think I've got 2 pieces of iron here, so I just need 1 more piece in order to get ourselves that bucket, and we'll smelt that up really quick. I think our lava is done. Yep, our lava is done. It's reached 1,000, so that's really good. We have a torch under there, so it is heating up our crucible at a 1x rate, which is, it's pretty slow, to be honest. It's really slow. We'll want to upgrade that as soon as we can. So we've got it here. We can finally make this bucket, so we'll do some of that. Next thing we want to do is make that cobblestone generator. So this was the last thing I wanted to accomplish in this episode, but if we type in cobblestone generator and we click over here, we have these. So tiny progressions actually adds in a cobblestone generator. It actually adds in like a lot of them. There's like tier 2, 3, 4, 5, but basically these will just make cobblestone for you, so we don't have to make the old you know, the water flowing into the lava and then it makes cobblestone. We don't have to do that anymore. Let's take a look at the recipe. We need a bucket of lava and a water bucket. So what we can use is this freshwater option here. Super easy to make. So if we just grab this, we'll make our infinite water source. Boom, boom, boom. And then we'll put our water bucket in here. We'll get the fresh water, and it gives us our bucket back, which is super good. And then we can head over and grab our lava. And then I already had a piece of glass prepared, so we put the glass in the middle. And then I think it's just like this. Boom, there we go, cobblestone generator. And it gives us our bucket back here too, which is really nice. So we didn't waste that iron. So let's see, let's just put this right next to our crucible. And then basically what this will do is it will just make cobblestone. Now it does have a cap, so it'll cap off around, I think it's 32. But basically if you just right click on it, it'll give you cobblestone. So we've got 7, 8, 9, and it goes kind of slow, but once you upgrade it to the higher tiers, it goes a little bit faster, I think. So this will be really good. This is awesome. This was, you know, my first episode. We got a ton done in this first episode, and I couldn't be happier. But I think that's gonna have to be it for today. I did just want to say thank you guys so much for the support lately. I really wanted to say this because I haven't been putting out videos on my channel recently. Not too long ago, actually a couple months ago, I ended up getting really sick. It made it really hard for me to record, so I didn't for a while. And so now I'm finally feeling better. I'm back to recording, and honestly, it feels so good. It feels so awesome. And this is definitely a series that I'm super excited for. As you guys can probably tell, I've said it 100 times. But I really am excited for it, and I hope you guys are too. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it was a little bit long. I promise I'll try to keep the next ones, you know, a little bit shorter. But for this first episode, I just want to crank out a lot of stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. If you guys have any tips and tricks, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I love your guys' suggestions, and if you guys have played this pack, definitely let me know all your hints and tips and tricks. I'd love to hear. But that's going to have to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.